Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys already know what it is. It's What If Deku Was Reptile Part 4, if I'm not correct. But if I sound a little off my game today, it's because, well, I can't really say I'm tired. More, yeah, I'm tired. Oof. So if I do sound a little off my game, it's because I'm tired. And really, but not tired enough to not get this video out. So yeah, let's get into it. So if I'm not correct, I left off right before the sports festival. And okay, day of the sports festival, it is chosen that there shall be an obstacle course for the first challenge. When it started, Todoroki tried to freeze everyone, but Deku just jumped over the ice because of his increased reaction time. And then the Zero Pointers tried to attack him. Deku kinda, just acid clawed that thing to pieces. Blinding speeds. And then he got to the canyon part, he jumped over it, like it was nothing. Then he got to the minefield, and he quickly, using his enhanced reaction time, he quickly ran across the minefield without setting any of the mines off. And it was neck and neck. It was Todoroki, Bakugo, and Deku neck and neck for first place. But Deku passed them at the very last second to get first. Then Todoroki second, and Bakugo third. And yeah. So next is the tournament. First fight, Deku versus Shinza. Deku doesn't really talk, like, period. So he's not gonna talk to some random dude. He just blitzes him and uppercuts him, not one shot knocking him out. Ugh. Ugh, man. What is with me? I feel weird. Don't question it. Next fight, Deku versus Todoroki. And you'd think, Deku should have a weakness to ice and cold because he's a reptile. Reptiles are cold-blooded now. No, he doesn't. Like I said last part, Deku's scales are impervious to anything. And I mean anything. So, not Bakugo, Todoroki tries to freeze Deku, but it doesn't work. He legit just melts the ice with his acid. And then he activates Full Cal. And instead of an aura of, like, how Canon Deku has, like, lightning, a lightning aura when he uses Full Cal One for All, he, Jesus, why can't I remember his name? Deku. Whew, man, I am off my game. This Deku's aura, instead of lightning, it's like acid. I don't really understand it either, but yeah. So but the acid is still acid, so he kind of runs straight through the ice, melting a hole as he's running through, melting a tunnel through it. He appears directly in front of Todoroki. Oof. I'm slurring my words here, man. And he was about to land the finishing blow, but Todoroki used his fire at the last minute and blasted Izuku with a full force fire blast. It didn't work, of course, because Deku's scales are impervious to flames. Todoroki launched a very big blast of fire at Deku, and then Deku in retaliation used one for all with his acid spit, and he blasted like a giant wave of acid countering the flames and also landing on Todoroki, burning him a bit but not much. Then Deku got tired of this and blitzed him, using full cow for speed. And then landed a punch in his gut, which sent him flying out of the ring. Final match. Deku versus Bakugo. I mean Bakugo, not Bakugo. I'm getting totally... The match starts and Bakugo launches himself at Deku. Deku sidesteps Bakugo's attack, grabs his wrist and flips him on his back, and then punches him in the face. Bakugo then spins back around trying to kick Deku in the face. Deku does a backflip and spits acid onto Bakugo. Bakugo counters it with spits acid at Bakugo. Bakugo counters it with an explosion. Then Deku's like, finally a real fight. Then he uses his acid claws and rushes at him. Bakugo. And they're going hand for hand. Hand for hand on him. Each attack. And, yeah. Deku does start to overwhelm Bakugo with a barrage of attacks. He ends it with a kick to the face, knocking Bakugo out. Deku wins the sports festival flying colors. Next is the internships. Let's just say Deku volunteered at Gran Torino. They end up at Hosu. Deku's running on top of a building to go fight the Nomus because the attack has already started, and he looks down an alleyway, seeing Ida about to have his blade shoved in his head because of Stain. Deku drops down and blocks with his arm blades that he has on his arm guards. And then him and Stain begin to fight. Stain's swords don't do much to Deku. He can't even get a cut on him because his skills are so impervious. And the ones that didn't break against Deku's skin were melted by his acid. Stain was soonly overwhelmed and knocked out, restrained. And that's, yeah. And what's next? What's it called? The Forest Training arc, if I'm not correct. I have another the Hero Killer arc. But yeah, they on the bus. A few weeks have passed since the Hosu incident. They on the bus riding up to the drop off point. They get off the bus, and Deku sees the wild pussycats, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And as he says that, they get dropped off the fucking mountain. They maneuver their way through the forest. Minute almost gets attacked by the rock beast formed by one of them. Deku just melts the thing with his acid and keeps moving. Running like a ninja, he dodging and ducking between trees, mostly trying to sneak past most of the rock beasts, saving his energy for a quick speed blitz. So he makes it halfway, and he speed blitzes using a mixture of one for all and his speed. And he does make it to the camp a little, like a couple minutes ahead of everyone else. But yeah, they settle down. They chill out. They had dinner. They chillin'. Then the villains show up and ruin everything. Like, let's say he's attacked, Spinner attacks him, and it's ironic because it's two reptiles fighting each other. And freaking Spinner swings this giant ass sword at Deku, but nothing really happens. He just does a backflip, dodges it, and melts it with his acid. And then he uppercuts Spinner, knocking him out. Then what's the Magnum? I can't remember. The dude's name with the giant magnet and the magnetic quirk. I forgot their name. But they pull Deku towards them with their quirk. But Deku uses this to his advantage and does a spinning kick across the face. He didn't go down in one punch. It took a couple hits, mostly delivering kicks and punches before finally knocking them out with a finishing kick. Then Deku, with his enhanced eyesight, used it to see everyone's heat signatures, and he saw a faraway one on the mountain, and he saw one small one, presuming it to be Koda, and saw a bigger one, and it was his size. He was about to attack him. And Deku was like, nope. And he kicks it up to like 20% of one for all. And he sprints at all of his like top speed, running towards the mountain. And he jumps up and kicks Muscular dead in the face, sending him into the mountain. And then Muscular jumped back with his quirk, dodging, Zuko dodging, of course, using his acid to burn away at the muscle tendons. Also using his acid claws to rip through Muscular's extended muscle tendons. Muscular is worn out over time and knocked out by Deku. But everything goes to canon. Bakugo's kidnapped. Everyone gets the plan. The pros ask for Deku to come with them on the raid on the villains. They break through the base, but they all get teleported away by All For One. All For One shows up. All Might like blitzes over there, and Deku's keeping up with him. And All Might starts to fight All For One, and All Might's like where he's starting to lose. Deku's like, I think it's time for me to step in. And then he jumps in front of one of All For One's wind blasts, but he takes it like a champ and runs up to All For One, hitting him with the acid claw across his chest, burning him. But he keeps rushing All For One, constantly scratching and spitting acid, melting his skin as well as the mask. He burnt through the mask. But Deku, All For One, being worn out from the fight with All Might previous, Deku finished All For One off with a you know what? Nah, let's say Deku got the ability for lethal force. He got the permission from a hero to be able to use lethal force. So what he does, he sticks his head. He uses his acid claw and shoves his hand through All For One's chest and rips out his heart. And then he eats it. Then he eats it like a badass and like a savage. All For One falls to his knees dead. He got permission to use lethal force, so he cannot be blamed as murderer. He helped All Might up. And that was it for All For One incident. Now, Season 4. He's going through his recommendations for his work study. He gets Night Eyes. He's sure like, why not? It's Night Eye. He heard a lot about him from All Might. So he shows up to Night Eye's office. He gets accepted, of course. They're on patrol one day, and they walk in front of an alley, and a little girl runs up, and bumps into Deku. Deku kneels down to see if she's okay, and tells her to get behind her because he sees Overhaul's heat signature coming up behind him. And then instantly, Deku attacks Overhaul, instantly knocking him out because he recognized who he was. Yeah, that's it. That's it for this series. Make sure to like, subscribe. Ow. And I'll see you guys in the next part. Peace.